Hi, everyone. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamelin, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my collective, for any sign if you were guided here, and any sign of a person that you may be thinking of today. Please use these readings to manifest a love that you are worthy and deserving of, or to confirm a love that's come into your life recently. Welcome, everybody. Welcome back. Let's call in our spirit guide. Spirit, I ask that you guide me with loving messages. What is it that you want us to know today? What is it that you need us to hear? I am listening for you now. Find your sacred flow. Absolutely. This feeling of, you know what you want. Sometimes it takes us a little while to find ourselves. We feel like we're on this wandering path. Who are we? What's our purpose? Who should I have in my life? Who shouldn't I have in my life? But there does come a time in our lives where we feel at home with ourselves and we feel like we really do know what we want. And that is when the big decisions start to happen. That is when you start to push people away that aren't worthy of you. You start to say no to certain things. You put up more boundaries around you for the sake of your inner peace. So stay in your flow, whatever your flow is right now. Protect yourself. The good kind. I feel like I want to say the good kind of love. Okay. The good kind of person coming into your life. Hang around with the good kind. Get rid of the bad kind. Okay. So that's an easy one. You are epic. Absolutely. You are. And don't ever forget it, because whoever's coming into your life is going to see you as number one. They're going to see you as, you are the best thing that's ever happened to me. And if they don't, then they're not good enough for you. So you are epic. I love that. And let's get one more of these. In flow with money. Okay. So we have some abundance flowing in. Right now we do a lot of love readings, but maybe every once in a while we need to hear that financially we are okay. Bottom of the deck, I have changes. So are we ready for a change? Are we truly ready to start again, fall in love, change our life? For many of you, I know you are. I know you are. So let's see what the cards are saying. Spirit, please share with me loving messages. I have, you're on my mind. I can't get you out of my head. So there could be somebody out there that you're thinking of. They're thinking of you. What are they thinking? Maybe we'll get some answers today, but you're on their mind. And I have, let's be honest with each other. That is probably the most important thing out there, that if we aren't upfront, if we are not honest with each other. So you have somebody that I feel like wants to step forward and either is ready to start to talk. Okay. Maybe they've been holding back their feelings. They really haven't admitted their feelings up until now. You have had no idea what they're thinking, but maybe they're ready to really, connect and start to talk. I've needed space. Okay. I've needed space. Maybe I pushed this connection away, or I'm going to say toxic connections because of the barbed wire around this golden egg, that I'm not that easy to get to. Maybe you protected yourself. Maybe you've given yourself, a lot of time and space to not be in a relationship because you weren't ready. But whoever's coming into your life, you have to be honest with yourself, and they have to be honest with themselves as to what it is that you both want, of course. I need to breathe. I need, and also this feeling of make a wish with that dandelion, but I need to be in a relationship that I can breathe. Okay. I can't be suffocated. Don't love bomb me. Don't come on so strong, because I do need my space still. I'm not quite ready to, be with somebody 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I want a companion. I want a friend. I want somebody to do things with, but I don't want you to be, in my house all day long and like, you don't do anything else, so it's a feeling of, hey, you know what, let's have a balance here. And I like the life that I have. I just want to add you to my life. inspired by you. I like that. I like this feeling of there's things that you've been saying. There's things that you do that I really like about you. I really admire about you. So admiration is, I think, always a nice, loving energy. I'm going to say it that way. And you do want that. You want somebody who respects, the work that you do, or how you take care of your family, how you take care of your home. You could be taking care of your parents. They could admire, things that are really difficult in your life right now. I have been withdrawn. I've been needing space. So you could be not quite ready to jump right in. You want somebody to come into your life, but maybe you need to take it slow. I'm going to say it that way. Maybe it's just, I'm going to take it slow and see where it goes. And that's okay. I'm staying right here. I want it to be a commitment. So if there's somebody out there that is somebody that you're thinking of, I don't feel like it matters what pace we go at. I feel like at the end of the day, I feel like we're going to have some kind of commitment, whether it's an exchange of rings or it's, I just want to be with you. I'm not going anywhere. So sometimes we just take it slow because we need to kind of get used to the idea of, my life is changing. And they're saying sometimes it involves a lot of other factors. It involves young children or kids that are still in school or kids that haven't gone away to college yet. And, you don't want to change their life. You don't want to change their routine. So sometimes you work around a timeline that because of other factors in a relationship. So keep that in mind. Spirit, please share with me. I have a 4 of Wands. I do feel like this person ultimately, to be honest, let's be honest. I do want a commitment someday. It's a feeling of, are we on the same page? Okay, because there are people out there that definitely want a commitment, and they're not interested in just casually dating people. They're not interested in, let's just hang out for a few years and see where it goes. No, they don't want to spend a few years with somebody and not have anything to show for it. They want to find somebody that you're both going to be committed to each other. You're going to spend the time getting to know each other. You're going to invest time and energy into each other. And it's going to move towards really putting down those roots with somebody. So I get it. I mean, nobody wants to waste their time. I would say that. I have an 8 of Cups. I have a Temperance. And I have a 4 of Cups. So this sense of I'm okay. I'm okay with where I'm at right now. I'm waiting for something better is what I'm feeling. It's like I'm walking towards something better. I've had too many. I feel like these are disappointments. These are, what happened in this relationship, what happened with that person, self-evaluation, looking at yourself differently, looking at relationships differently. The Temperance is coming into me as not only balance, but this feeling of finding myself again. I'm standing on my own 2 feet, 1 foot here, but it's a sense of I found myself again. And sometimes you got to find yourself in order to move on. And I feel like that's your message today, is that I have been moving on because I am doing the work, or I am finding the inner peace that I needed to find. I don't want somebody to take that away from me. I want to kind of ease into some kind of relationship. You get to decide. That's the bottom line. I feel like you're being really, really honest with yourself today. I feel like you are accepting who you are. You're being super honest with yourself. You are saying to yourself, I know what I want, and I'm not going to settle for anything less. And you're not going to allow somebody into your energy that takes away your peace of mind. I really feel that at this stage, you are like beyond that. You just are not going to deal with it. You just can't have that kind of crazy in your life. I have a Chariot. I love this card. It's one of my favorites. I always like this way or that way. Like, which way am I going to go? And you know, there's no right or wrong answer, because what's going to happen is Spirit's going to naturally guide you to the fork in the road that you're meant to be on. And there really isn't a right or a wrong choice. You'll feel it in your gut. You'll feel it in your soul. If it's somebody that you ultimately feel like, I'm going to move forward with this person's on my mind, I'm on their mind. And I know that there's a sense of, there's something going on here. And I don't feel like I'm worried about either way it's moving forward, Spirit's saying. It's probably more along the lines of how fast it's moving forward. There's no finish line, there's no race, so it really doesn't matter. But it's a sense of, it's definitely moving forward. It's just, which direction is it going to go? Are we going to jump right in and start to live together and just commit to each other right away? Or are we going to take our time and, you know, think about all the people that it affects, this relationship, and have a game plan for a timeline as to what would work best for this connection? You know, so it depends on the circumstances, but either way, I feel like it's moving forward. I feel like I'm happy. 3 of Cups, I'm happy. Get ready to celebrate. I mean, I always feel that way, you know, this sense of, I can't wait to share with everybody. I can't wait to tell everybody that I met you. I can't wait to show you off. I want to introduce you to friends and family. I want you to meet everybody. They're going to love you. You know, just this feeling of, my family and friends are going to love you. They're going to be so happy. I have a 2 of Swords. Look at this, like, you know, a bullseye, right? Like, you are the one. Definitely you are the one. And I've got my eye on you. I want to capture you. You know, a target, you know, I've got you on my radar screen there. Spirit, please share with me. I have an Empress. Beautiful. I have a 10 of Swords. And I have a King of Wands. The 10 of Swords was more of a feeling of, I want more than anything. It was a sense of, I've had obviously endings and I've had new beginnings in my life. This time I feel like I want more. I see things more clearly. It could be your age. It could be you had a lot of space between the last relationship and this relationship. But it really is a sense of, I just want more. And I want somebody to see me for 2 reasons is how I feel. Like, this person is going to see you as an Empress and as a King of Wands. For the first part is how I feel like they see the nurturing, loving side. They see the attraction, you inspire them. They see you being motivated. They see you, they're saying taking action. So you must be taking action in an area of your life, whether you're trying to, I don't know, achieve a new goal, or maybe you went back to school. Maybe you're trying to get a new job, try a new career, something like that. But they like that about you. And then from the other side, I feel that there is a sense of, I'm definitely attracted to you. I like the globe in the background because it's almost this feeling of, you're my world energy coming into me, and the sense of, I've never loved anybody the way that I love you. So I like this sense of, you're my world. I really do, because you're my whole world. And I do feel like sometimes we feel that way, right? We surround ourselves with one person and we put a lot of energy into that one person, and that person does become, you know, the center of our life. And that's really what they're trying to say. Spirit, please share with me. I have a High Priestess. I love this card. Look at her with her little tarot cards and her crystal ball. And she even has Black Cat, you know, so she's just trying to foretell the future. She's just asking, you know, Spirit, please guide me, tell me the answers. But the truth is, the High Priestess is going to find the answers within. The High Priestess is going to find all of the answers within herself and her own intuition. and she'll be guided from there, Spirit just said. I have a 9 of Wands. And I have an Emperor. This came into me as somebody who wants to help take away any fear or anxiety that you may have, that you don't have to struggle as hard, that there will be two of us, or we can do it together, that life will be a little bit easier for both of us, you know, whether it's we are going to share a home, we split bills, we take care of each other. So there's kind of an energy with this Emperor saying, look at the map, like, you know, if this all goes well and, you know, we're mapping this out, then it's not going to be as hard. And, you know, somebody's saying, don't worry, it's just not going to be as hard as it has been, is how I feel. So right now, I think that that's, you know, just somebody giving you that confidence that, you know, life can be a little bit easier with us being together. So they believe it and you believe it, Spirit's saying. Okay, gorgeous. Spirit, please share with me loving messages. I have Leo strength, courage, confidence, wisdom. So how about Leo season? July, end of July, August, something like that, Leo season. I have the Fool. Okay, Uranus. I have innovation, opportunity, jumping right in, not being afraid to jump right in. I think that is always the key. But they said, you know what, if you need to take it slow, you take it slow. And that's okay too, because there's no reason for you to rush things. The right person, it doesn't matter what pace, as long as you're together and you're moving forward. Spirit, please share with me. I have the element of spirit. It's timeless, a life force, a source energy. Allow and trust in the divine timing. Spirit always gets divine timing in there. Okay, we know that. I have a Scorpio energy. I have the detective, intuitive, penetrating, insightful. They're curious about you. They're asking a lot of questions, but I want to get to know you. I want to get to know you on a deeper level. I can't wait to see what's inside. All of those things that happen and take time. I have a Cancer energy, a king of water in the summertime. Okay, so we're getting some summertime energy here today within 1 to 3 months during Cancer season. I have this king of water, which would be my king of cups. And that is of course, my unconditional love. And I really do love you. I really do feel for you. I have a Gemini. No, I'm sorry. I have a Pisces energy. I have the mystic, intuitive, and spiritual. So there you are. Here you are with this beautiful spiritual energy, seeking higher truth. So the mystic within you, okay, whatever, however you want to talk about that, we all have it, is saying, I know who I am. I'm going to say is so powerful. There's a sense of, you know, my mystic power, you know, my mystic power is guiding me. So trust that intuition, trust who you are, trust the path that you're on. You know, those things are so important to you right now. I have the element of fire. So fire signs, creative, impulsive, passion, expect the unexpected. Ooh, I love that. So is the mystic within you going to attract this unexpected passion? I love this. They're little mini cards. So I expect the unexpected. You know, sometimes we don't know what spirit has for us. And that is really exciting because you don't know who you're going to fall in love with. You don't know when. And sometimes, yeah, of course, you can say no to it. But if you just kind of let the universe work, you know, you may be pleasantly surprised that spirit knows best. Spirit, please share with me some motivating statements, or these are like motivational messages. I always like these guys. Let's see what they're saying today. I like this, expect the unexpected. That feels good. You won't always feel alone. You're attracting your soul tribe. How about you're attracting your soulmate? Your soulmate is part of your soul tribe. Surround yourself. That one of those first cards was, being very much aware of your energy and who you're letting into your space, and deciding and putting boundaries around yourself. So that could be exactly what you're working on. And as you know yourself more and more, you narrow down the field to people who are much more in alignment with you. Your friends, as you get older, become much closer. Maybe some new friends come into your life. So that is definitely a soul tribe feeling. See the good in what you call bad. Nothing in your suffering is meaningless. See the good in everything, okay? Even if you're struggling, even if there's something on your plate that seems really, really difficult, it won't be there forever. We're always in motion. There's always something good that comes out of everything. So we got to try to, push through the hard and, learn, of course. Know that you are safe and you're protected, no matter what. Your spirit guides, your angels, your lost loved ones, always taking care of you. Know that whatever decision you made, it was the right one. That fork in the road, that this way or that way, at the end of the day, you're the only one who gets to decide. And you have to believe that at the time, with the information that you had, with your feelings, with your emotion, with everything going on around you, that you always do make the right decision for yourself. And that's really what's most important. But I'm going to say get ready to celebrate. I've got somebody coming into my energy that you are going to be their whole world. And I'm going to go with this. The mystic within you is powerful. And that's probably what is attracting this new energy to you. So let's put this out into the universe today. How gorgeous. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you always for your kind words and your comments. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, please check out my website, KathyMamolin.psychicmedium.com. Also, I'll put my links for my other 2 YouTube channels in the description and in the comments. I hope you enjoyed today's reading, and we'll see you again real soon.